Hello everyone, welcome back to FX Capital Analysis. So as usual, thank you for coming back and watching our forecasting and analysis. Now we at week 44. We just finished our week 43. It's very good week and very solid week for the last week. Now we approaching for another week, which is week 44. So we will forecast and analyze our forecasting on the weekend, which is Sunday and Saturday. We prepare all our trading plan and our plan, and we will execute on the weekend. So on the Sunday breakdown, market breakdown, or Sunday analysis, we break down in deep all the possible move. So this week we will have 6 top pair and 3 wild card. So first pair we will start with gold USD. As we acknowledge, the gold USD showing very clean structure, U shape, and price have the possible to move to the downside. However, price still in correction phase, so we keep our track in gold USD and see what the pattern and the structure that develop. And we zoom in our lower time frame. In lower time frame, which is 1 hour time frame, we can see price create one very clean descending channel approaching approaching this high probability area. Price still developing this descending channel, and we trade inside this descending channel. So what we're looking for and what the possibility the price will give us the opportunity is move to the downside, which is completing this descending channel. So if you understand price and price action and pattern and structure, we trade this structure. So what we're looking for is price start developing this bear flag. So what I'm looking for is I will looking price to approach this area, set my alert in this horizontal line, and set my entry within the line. The SL will be above the structure and target move through downside, completing this descending channel. So that's one possibility that price able to move through downside. However, we understand if descending channel, if price broke the descending channel, we will looking for another flag on this side and buy this position to the 90% rules. So this is possibility and the probability the price will move toward the structure. Next we move to second pair, which is AUD Canadian dollar. So AUD Canadian dollar, we understand price create one descending channel, price already break descending channel and create one big larger bull flag. So what we understand, price approaching this 90% rules to the upside. So what we're looking for in lower time frame, we move to 4-hour time frame first. So what we can see, what the price develop is price pull back in this area, price pull impulse to the downside and pull back and create correction. This is very familiar structure that we trade in FX Capital. We move to the 1-hour time frame. You can see in 1-hour time frame is price approaching this area, and what I'm looking for is price to touch this area, set my alert in this horizontal line and ready for the buy setup or long setup. So SL below the structure, the SL calculation is depends on the candle shape size. For this one, for argument's sake, we set 22 pips and move to the upside. So there will be one setup for this pair, and if price completing the structure of bull flag, it's very good, it's very massive percentage, so we let the price develop and move toward our target. Second pair will be Swiss franc Japanese yen. What we're looking for in this pair is in high time frame, price impulse to the downside and create this correction and possible move to the downside. We move to 4-hour time frame, we can see what the price offer us. So price already pull back from this high probability area and move to the downside and create one rising wedge. So what we're looking for, price at one touch, second touch, so price pull back from this structure. What I'm looking for is price approaching this double top. So this is one example that I'm looking for, and one possibility, price move to this area and set price and sell this position on this double top. So very clean structure. Our target will be here is 90% rules, so it will be massive move if price develop and pull back from this double top. For other possibility is price to approach the third touch. So from here I'm looking price to approach this area, the third touch, and possibility this area. However, we're looking how the price develop and wait the candlestick formation and sell through downside. There's a multiple possibility. I need to be extra careful when I take this double top, so I understand the risk the price will take me to 1% loss. So there's a possibility and probability that I need to aware of. So that's all for this pair. Next we move to Euro New Zealand dollar. So in high time frame we can see price very clean structure. This is one big ascending channel and we expect price to move to the downside. So we see what the price develop in 1 hour time frame. In 1 hour time frame, very clean structure, very clean structure for last week. So price at create ascending channel in the middle of structure. However, we did not list this pair for last week because there's a because the gap between to the upside is 200 pips, so I misjudged last week. However, price just straight impulse to the upside without any correction. However, if you're able to sell this position to the downside, if you're not able to take this risk entry after 1 hour retracement candle, you're able to take this position with this flag and move to the downside. And however, all this flag move to the downside. If you go to 15 minutes, it's very clean structure. You're able to take this flag or this flag and move to the downside. So right now what I'm looking for, I move to 1 hour time frame. I'm just looking for the price to pull back from this deep correction from large impulse. So I'm looking for is price to touch this area and move to the downside. So it's very clean structure if price playing out, because we got very high potential. The price continue to this structure, it will be a different story. If we move to 1 hour, 1 daily time frame, we have so much room move to downside. So this will be the area that we taking the advantage to take profit. However, we must get precise to enter this position on early stage. So that's all for this pair. We move to second last for top pair, which is New Zealand Swiss franc. You can see New Zealand Swiss franc. You can see price at descending channel. We understand this is impulse due to COVID-19 on March, so price pullback, and we understand this is descending channel. When we move to 1 hour time frame, what I'm looking for is this will be considered a valid trade because I want to trade this pair in the middle of structure without approaching high probability area. So I'm not looking to price to move to the down to the upside to this degree, because there's a very huge gap from here is about 139 pips. So what I'm looking for is, and what I will take advantage from this pair is, I'm just wait price to develop and touch this area, set my alert on this trend line and sell to the downside for short term sell. So I will looking price to completing this descending structure. If I able to capitalize and understand the price structure, I'm able to buy this position from this area. However, I will look into price to sell through downside for short term. So it's about 131 pips, the SL about 16 pips, so it will be nice risk and reward from this. So this is one of the valid trade that I want to take from this pair. Final top pair, which is USD Canadian dollar. This pair has been in our list for multiple weeks, because we keep forecasting, but the price still not approach the area that we're looking for. Hopefully this week the price will play out. So what we're looking for is from this trend line, I'm looking price to move to the upside. If price move to the downside, I will looking any candle shape formation from this area and move to the downside. However, I will looking first in our 1 hour time frame what the price going to give us the opportunity. So for this pair, I understand that I'm looking for price to touch trend line. However, I will not wait and I will override with this trend line, this third touch, because price might be move to the outside without touch this area. So what I'm looking for is I will set my SL below the structure for the safety net. I will set the safety net here from this trend line and set my SL to the downside, and I will enter the buy setup if price approaching this area. So very clean structure and very clean explanation. Hopefully you guys understand what I try to give and explain here, because we must understand SL is our safety net. We must keep our risk control. That's all for this week for top pair. Next we move to wildcard. For wildcard, first pair is Euro USD. Euro USD, I want to price to approach this area, this trend line, and pull back from this area. We understand price able to move to this area and sell through downside. However, I'm not looking forward to that area, because we can see the move to the area is about 700 pips. So what I'm looking for this pair is price in expanding channel. So this will be my override double top ray line from here. So this will be the area that I'm looking to sell to the downside. So we calculate how many pips to the upside is about 149 pips. Might be take one or Tuesday, probably on Wednesday price will develop and approach this area. So this will be the setup from Euro USD. Next we move to Pound Yen. Pound Yen, you can see price impulse to the downside, create a correction, and this will be the setup. So in 1 hour time frame, what I'm looking forward to for this Pound Yen is I'm looking price to approach this area, this one touch, second touch, and third touch. So I will set my stop loss from this area, SL above the structure, we can see, and price approach to the downside and set a sell setup. So that's all for Pound Yen. Final, we in our wildcard will be New Zealand dollar Japanese yen. New Zealand dollar Japanese yen showing us very clean structure. This is impact of COVID-19 from March. So we pull our trend line and show descending channel. You can see in small trend line, we can see I expect price to approach this trend line and sell to the downside, and other possibility is price approach this trend line at the third touch and sell to the downside. So there's a two possibility. First we move to lower time frame first for precision. In lower time frame, we can see price very clean, ascending channel, slight ascending channel. So there will be the point that I explained to you in high time frame. So this will be the setup, and we set our stop loss above the structure and sell to the downside. Another setup will be this area at the one touch, second touch, and this will be a third touch. We set an alert, and move to the downside from this area. Okay guys, that's all forecasting for this pair, and forecasting for this week. I wrap it up for week 44. It's very clean structure, very deep forecasting, and the precision that we take and the precision that we forecasting is very precise, and we know exactly what we're looking for, the area that we're looking for, the area that very important and for us to pay attention. So the moment the price approaching this area, we get ready and we have visualized and understand what we looking for. So thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube and follow our Instagram. Goodbye.